Dear students, last class we saw different types of attributes which you can make use for series object. The moment when you create an object to a series data sets, which will have some information along with that object creation. So how you can view that information with the help of attributes? There are different kinds of attributes which we saw, the way how we can retrieve the information of series object. Okay, series object. So theoretically, which we have gone through it, all the ways, the way how we can make use different kinds of attributes. Now we'll see practically whether we are able to retrieve the information which we have gone through the different kinds of attributes of series data structures. Okay, now we'll create an object. So if you want to create an object, first you need to import the module. Okay, so we'll import here both the modules. We'll import the modules. First import pandas as pd. Same way we'll import the numpy also. We'll import the numpy also. Let it be. Now we'll create an object. Okay, obj5 equal to pd dot series of. Okay, so data equal to 31 comma 28 comma 31, then index equal to Jan, so month names, February comma March, then close the series object. Now apply object name dot index which you want to retrieve. Index is the attribute, one of the attribute where you can retrieve the index values. Okay, indexes. Yes. You can see clearly the moment when you execute index attribute, then according to that all the indexes of that object was shown. Okay, so Jan, Feb, March. Same way, if you apply obj5 dot values, okay, values will be retrieved. You can see clearly the values which it was displayed, array of the values 3 months number of days which we specified as a data. Same manner which you can create another object. Okay, now we are not importing the modules directly which we are proceeding because we are working interactive mode. So once you import the module, then you no need to import again and again, already I was told you. So now obj6 equal to pd dot series of data equal to array range, data equal to np dot array range of 11 comma 25 comma 3. Okay, so here we are not specifying index, which means default index which will take here. Okay, so how it will take that index you can see here once you will execute. We made a mistake here. Series function obj6 equal to pd dot series of, okay, data equal to np dot array range of 11 comma 25 comma 3. Okay, now call the object name through index obj6 dot index. Let's see here what happens. You can see clearly, so range index, default index which it takes starting with 0 and stop 5 and step 1. Okay, so here the values which it was specified, 11 is the starting and we know the array range function of numpy module. So the way how it works, so we start with starting number and which goes stop value -1. Okay, so less than that stop value which takes place, and here difference here 3, the step value which takes place interval. So 11 plus 3 14, 11 14 17 21, okay, plus 3 24. So that becomes total 5 values. You will see once you execute object with values also, how we can retrieve values also. Obj dot values. Yeah. 11 14 17 20 23. So again if it takes 3, so which will cross the 25, that is why we stops with 23. So that is how which you can retrieve the data, series object data, index as well as values. Same way we will take it as one more example. So a equal to which it will be represented the data which it can be represented like 9 comma 10 comma 11 comma 12. Now we will pass this array as index as well as data while creating an object. Obj7 equal to pd dot series of data equal to index equal to a, that array we are passing as the index. At the same time data equal to array is multiplied with 2. Array is multiplied with 2. Okay, we created the object. Length of passed value is 8 and index implies 4. Data equal to index equal to a. Yeah. So here what's happening, it's taking, so which is taking as list when it takes like this, then what happens here, which becomes repetition, number of times which it repeats, that's why values which are taking 8 and index which is taking 4 values. Okay, that's the error which we got here, you can see clearly. The same order which they specified, we put such a way that, okay, let's see, we'll create directly what happens. We'll see same object, we'll just make it this statement. No, we'll just make it this np dot array range of, we'll take it this way. Let's see what happens here. Okay, now we'll apply the object. We have taken in the form of such a way that, yeah, now see, just call the object indexes. So we provided here in the form of array now. Previously in the form of list. When you make it as a list, then what happens here, this formula data which we applied, So which becomes like a repetition of the list. Once it completes, then again which repeats same values. That is what repetition, which we call it as list operation. When you make it as an array, then which is possible to apply the multiplication. Okay. So now we made it like the data which we passing as an array, and then we specified same data as a index as well as that data which we multiplied with 2. Now we'll just call the indexes of that object index. Yes, we can see the index numbers which you will get for that particular object. Okay, so same manner which you can see obj7 dot values. Okay, we can see such a way that suppose if you increase this particular value 13, then you will get the according to the textbook which you will get output according to the textbook, because this stop minus 1, that one which takes the values of this array range function of numpy module. That is the reason which you need to go for such a way that, okay, according to the output which you require, that we made a changes here. Now if you create again object, now if you call the index of that particular object index attribute, then you will get the according to the textbook which they were shown, according to the textbook which they have specified. Same manner you will get the object values also. Okay, so that is how output which you will get. Now we come to know how we can access indexes as well as values of the object. Now we will take it as another example. Obj2 equal to pd dot series of 3.5 comma 5 point comma 6.5 comma 8 point. Okay, close that data. But we created the object without index, which means default index which will take. Yes, now just apply the index of the particular object. Yes, default index which takes. Same way obj2 dot values which you want to retrieve. Yes, same manner we will create one more which it was specified in the textbook object pd dot series of 6.5 comma np dot nan value which we are taking here and 3.4. Okay, now call the index as well as values of the object. Let's see the output, because we didn't specify the index which takes default index based on the data which we passed for series object. Okay, there are three values which starts with 0 1 2, stop value 3, step 1. Okay, so that is how it takes. Same manner which you can apply values retrieving. Okay, yes, values it will be retrieved. Now we know retrieving the indexes as well as values. Now same manner another attributes which you can work, that is data type and size. How you can access with the help of same objects object 2 and object 3. obj2 dot data type which you want to retrieve. Yes, data type which you can retrieve. Yes, so the data which it was specified for object which is float 64, float values which you can see the data which it was passed series object. Okay, object 2. Same manner which you can retrieve obj2 dot item size. This one is not working. So item size is not working. Sorry. item size attribute is not working. I tried multiple times. Remaining all other attributes which are working. Suppose if you want to check the type of object, type of obj2, yes, which will give you the series object, which you can see class pandas, under that core, under that series, under that series, which you can see. Okay, same way object 3 also, which you can retrieve data type obj3 dot d type, which will give you. Same way for this also, which will give you the type of object, type of obj3. Item size attribute is not working. Okay, so we need to check with either lower version Python software whether it will show that item size or not. But we know that item size which takes each element size. If it is float, 64 8 bytes each item which will take. Int 64 also which will take 8 bytes of space for each element. Okay, each value. Now another attributes which you can say like shape. Okay, so which you can retrieve obj2 dot shape. Okay, so series object is one dimensional array, but still which you can retrieve the shape, which will give you the total elements of that particular one. You can see, so only one dimension which will show, that is 4 elements which contains. Same manner which you can see obj3 dot shape. Okay, and same way which you can check, another one is another attributes. Now we come to know shape attribute, how we can retrieve with the object name dot shape. Same manner dimensions as well as bytes, size and bytes, how we can retrieve. So dimensions of that particular object, we all know that series object is one dimensional, so still you can try it, that obj2 dot dimensions, how we can get it, n dimensions. Yes, one we will get the output. Same manner object 3 dot n dimensions. Okay, object 3 also one dimension, because series object which we created by default, series data structure is one dimensional. Same way which you can check with directly within a single statement, size of both the objects, object 2 dot size comma object 3 dot size, which you can check it, both will get it. So object 2 dot size is 4, that is total number of elements of object 2, and total number of elements which are available in object 3, okay, 4 and 3, which you will get as an output. Size how you can retrieve. Same manner number of bytes which occupies that particular object. Okay, so object 2 which is having size 4 elements. Okay, and each element is 8 bytes, so 4 into 8 32 total space which occupies. Same manner object 3 which occupies 8 bytes each element. There are 3 elements which are occupied memory, 3 into 8 24. We will see the output, how we will get it, that total bytes n bytes, print of obj2 dot n bytes comma obj3 dot n bytes. Let's see the output. Yes, so first one n bytes, second one n bytes, we got it, that output. Okay, n bytes how can retrieve. Same manner we can check with, the emptiness of example, the series object. So we can create directly that empty object obj1 pd dot series of. Okay, we created the empty object. So warning we will get, that we come to know that when we started with series concept. Now if you want to check that object name dot empty attribute name, then it will check that as true. If it is true, mean that particular object which is holding nothing. Okay, so obj1 dot empty true. Same manner you can check with other objects which we created, object 2 dot empty, which should give the false, because this particular object is having data, false. Yes, same manner you can check with object 3 emptiness, which is also having data, and we should also display as false. Okay, as false, which you can see clearly the way how we can get it, the emptiness of checking empty of series object emptiness. Now, there are other true attributes also which you can check, that is length and count. So, length will give you the total number of elements along with non-values, including non-values will give you the total count. Whereas in count function will give you other than non-values, non-values which will give you as an output. Okay. So, let's see how we can work with that. obj2. So when it is length function, we need to pass as an argument len of obj2. Okay, then you will get it. Same manner, there are 4 elements which we saw in that. Same manner, object 3 also which you can execute, you will get the output. Sorry, we made a mistake. Length len of obj3. Okay, you will get that, including non-values which will count that. When you apply the count function, this we should apply object name dot count. Okay, 4. Same way, here you will get other than non-values. Non-value is there, that one will not be counted. Let's see. So object 3 is having non-value. Let's see output which you will get here. 2. So 2 plus 1 non-value, total 3. So the moment when you apply the count attribute, which will give you only non-values data, whereas length which will give you including non-values data. Okay, so same manner you can check with other attribute like has nans or not. The object which contains non-values or not, how you can check with the help of has nans. Object name dot has nans false, which means this particular object which doesn't have any non-values. Okay, same way you can check with other object obj3 dot has nans true, which means this object which contains non-values, okay. So that is how which we can work with all the attributes of common attributes of series object. So only one attribute which was not worked, that is item size. Okay, we will see lower version if it is works or not, but manually we know the way how much each item memory which occupies based on the data type which we get. Okay, so we'll take it as another example also here, another general examples which you can check with x dot sorry x equal to pd dot series of data equal to 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8. We didn't specify the index here. Same manner we will create one more object pd dot series of data equal to, here we will take it as float data, that is 11.2 comma 8.6 comma 22.5 comma np dot nan. Okay, now we create another two objects. We'll specify index also here. Index equal to a comma b comma c comma 4 values, which means one more we need to make. Okay, we specify. Now we can execute with index as well as all the attributes which we executed with object 2 and object 3, which you can specify here. So for example, print x dot index comma x dot values. Let's see, we can see the index as well as values at a time which we printed here. We didn't specify the x object index, by default index it was taken, and the values which we specified that particular object data which you can see. Okay, so same manner we can get it other type. So same manner which you can work with others, like print x dot d type comma y dot d type, data type which you want to retrieve as int 64, float 64. X object is holding integer values and y object is holding float values. Okay, so same manner which you can see here, shape of that print of x dot shape comma y dot shape. See, both are holding 4 elements. Okay, same manner which you can see print of size, both the objects x dot size comma y dot size. Okay, 4 each object is holding 4 elements, that's why. So print another way after the size n bytes, total bytes of object which is holding n bytes comma y dot n bytes, 32 34 elements. So int 64 each item which holds 8 bytes, float 64 each item which holds 8 bytes. So 4 into 8 32, 4 into 8 32. Okay, so same way which you can check with length and count also. Print of length of x comma length of y object. Okay, let's see. Same manner which you can check with count also. X dot count comma y dot count. Okay, so same way you can check with has nans. Print x dot has nans comma y dot has nans. Okay, same way you can check y object is holding the non-values, x object is not holding non-values. So you can see clearly y object which we created which is holding the non-value, whereas x object which doesn't holding any non-values. Okay, so same manner you can check the emptiness of object, empty attribute x dot empty comma y dot empty. Okay, yes, both are false because both the objects holding the data, both the object which are holding the data. Okay, so now that is how attributes which you can retrieve for the object which we create. Now we'll see the one example which it was given based on the objects which it was created. So the complete example which you can see how we can make it. So they gave one example the way how we need to create the objects and how we can retrieve attributes of those objects and output which you can show. Okay, so let's see the example which it was specified in textbook. We need to import a script file which we are creating now. So we must import the both the modules because which you want to specify non-values also. Non-value comes under numpy module. Then you must specify that. Okay, numpy module also. Now, so this information section and contribution which it was specified, this information not given in the textbook which we need to add. Okay, earlier examples which they were specified, the same thing which they put in the form of comment, where which while creating this application we must include this information, otherwise we will not get an output properly which will show errors the moment when we execute an application. Other than this data, if you write this data below data and if you save and execute, it will not be executed because you must create the object s1 s11 and S12, then only you will be able to get. So for that, So data as well as index which it was specified. You can see clearly. So section represented as index values, contribution of amount which is represented as values data. Okay, we created so both the objects S11. So S11 object which is holding A, B, C, D sections as indexes and contribution of amount which it was specified 6700, 5600, 5000, 5200. Same manner, so S12 object which contains one more section extra A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and we'll see how we can execute this. The print statements to print all the attributes which we saw interactive mode, same manner which we specified here. Okay, so we aligned with the help of escape sequence, that is tab. You can see here all the attributes which we applied, and one statement which we put here comment, that is item size which is showing error, which is not working this particular attribute of object series object item size. Okay, I checked with multiple times and even I checked with online editor also, this particular attribute which is giving an error. Okay, so now we created same example, complete example we made it. Now we made it, and if you want to execute this we need to save this application as how can save, go to file, save as, which you can give the name. Okay, so already I saved the application, that's why I'll put cancel. Now once you save the application, then go to run command, click run module. See the output. Okay, so this the way how you make alignment by using escape sequence, then you will get the proper display. We checked here data type, so and we checked here shape of the object, and we checked here total number of bytes the object which occupies, and the number of dimensions which contains that particular object, and has nans whether the object is contains nan values or not, and emptiness of the object whether object is empty object or which contains some data, and length is, we know the length function how it works, so which includes the calculation of nan values also total count which will give you, whereas count function you can see, so this one will not be counted, this one will not be counted nan values, other than nan values count will takes place. Okay, then size, so total number of elements which occupies that particular object which is holding. Then type of object, as we can see S11 object series object, same way S12 object also. Then indexes of those objects, S11 object index which you can see clearly A, B, C, D, along with that data type also it was shown object, same way S12 object which we created, which you can see, how it creates. Okay, then values also which we retrieved, S11 object values. Okay, and S12 object values which you can see. So all the attributes which we applied, which we learned about series object except item size, because item size is not working, which is showing an error. Okay, so that is how program which we wrote, textbook example which you can see clearly. Complete example, which you can see, complete example. So now we know how to make use of, how we can retrieve the object information with the help of attributes. So attributes like indexes, values, shape, data type, size, n bytes, n dimensions. Okay, so emptiness, has nans, length, count, all the attributes which you can retrieve. So this all the information which contains the moment when you create an object for series data structures. Okay, so that's how practically how we can execute. So we will see the further concepts of series objects upcoming classes. Thank you.